Hello? What you doing?
I'm not happy.
Uh-oh. What's wrong?
My rock looks like a bag of ass.
What? What happened?
Look at it. Don't look like a rock.
It looks fine.
Looks like shit. Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying. Would I lie to you?
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to get it that color and I cannot, no matter what color paint I mix. Nature has its own thing, I think. So I'm gonna try to use some gold in there.
I don't know.
Shit. I got the creases right with
Yeah,
the
the
black.
creases, they do look good. The creases look nice. You're gonna have to use a darker brown.
I did use brown.
I don't know.
And then it was too dark.
Did you start to let it dry a little and then wipe it?
No.
I don't think you're using a dark enough brown.
That is dark.
I mean, that does look like a rock.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it really does, especially with the creases in it. It does look like a rock.
So I'm thinking if I put a little gold. See how that's kind of sparkly?
Oh yeah, I do see it.
You know, and that's natural rock. That's what I'm trying to go off.
Right.
But I can't get that color, that gold color, and I cannot get it.
Well, that's more of a natural color. It's probably harder to achieve.
It's pissing me off.
Well, why don't you try to mix? You got a lot of colors there. Why don't you just start mixing?
I mixed like 6 colors in this, 3 colors in here.
Did you try drinking some whiskey first?
No, I probably should, and that would probably get my mind going.
Instead of dabbing it on, why don't you literally put some on, let it dry partially, and then try wiping it a little bit. That's definitely not dark enough, like the rock beside it. Because that's not a real rock. What did you do to get that?
It's concrete.
And would you put it over?
I put it over some chicken wire. I did this, and then put the concrete over that, and then I shaped it the way I wanted it, and let it dry, and now I'm painting it, but the painting part isn't working out.
So that's hollow.
Kind of, you know.
I mean, that's literally, hold that other one up, would you? Here. So you just enclosed a bunch of stuff in chicken wire.
Yep.
And then you covered that in concrete?
Yep. And that's what...
It looks like a boulder.
Well, that's what it's supposed to look like, but I'm not getting the color I want.
That color is definitely not dark enough that you're using.
What if I paint all the rocks?
Yeah.
Like, that's just the color of the rock in my yard.
That definitely looks like a boulder. I mean, I can't believe you even accomplished something like that with enclosing some chicken wire and concrete.
Yeah, I mean, I got the shape. It's just the painting part that I need an artist.
Yeah, any artist out there want to give her a hand?
Somebody that knows colors and paints. I'll get it. It's just gonna might take me some time, but I will get it.
Right,
I'm
right.
thinking I need like a rust color and then lighten it.
Right.
But then, see, you gotta understand too, these are speckled different colors. Like the natural rock is a lot of different colors.
Yeah.
You're just not seeing, it's not all one uniform color.
No.
And that's what I'm trying to do with this. Kind of make it look...
I'd say that does look like a boulder. There's no doubt about that.
The coloring don't.
No, but I mean the markings in it, it does look like somebody set a boulder there. You did a good job for it being, you know, so to speak, fake. How's this? That'll come out good. You're getting there. Definitely getting there. That's a heck of a stream. Or a river. Yeah, that does look like a boulder. You did a good job on that. You never know that's fake.
Where's Jamie when you need her?
Yeah. Man, you did a real good job.
I mean, worst case scenario, I just cover it up with a bunch of more.
Why don't you think about putting some moss around it? A little bit of moss. You bought some of that moss from the dollar store. Maybe you can...
I got to get the color right, though, first. Can't cover the whole thing in moss.
Yeah, you can't do that, but once you get the color tone down, stick some moss around the top and side a little bit, and it'll definitely...
See, if that gold is catching the gold in here.
Right.
Because you can see gold flake in there.
Right, right.
It's just that undercolor. I'm having a hell of a time. It's like a buff color or something.
But you're supposed to be twisted pissy. Oops, I said that wrong. Sorry.
Pissy.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Twisted pixie. That came out wrong. Yeah, you definitely need more brown in there. Just stare at that rock next to it and keep mixing. I've
been staring at it for over an hour.
Oh.
And this is as far as I've gotten. I know everybody, you know, you're going to look at it and think, well, why can't you match it? There's 3 different coats of paint on here trying to match that color.
Oh.
I started out with the darkest.
Right,
and it worked my way lighter. Oh, I'll figure it out. It's just going to take me time.
I came down from the garage to see what you were doing. Besides drinking coffee and making fake rocks. Oh, you got your gutter piece.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll extend that over. I'm going to paint that gray going up.
Yeah, that'll work.
So it blends in. Definitely.
Yeah.
We got to get some more paint for that. I forgot about it while we were out.
I got a few grasses. We need to do that soon because I want to transfer them grasses over here before winter.
Okay.
Because the roots, I need them to grab before winter.
What kind of grass is that? What do you mean?
They're just the
ornamental grass, the tall pampas grass or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's one that's a zebra grass.
Okay. You're going to put that over in here behind it?
Yeah, it's behind the waterfall to kind of like hide the gutter.
Yeah, it'll camouflage it. That's a good idea.
And it'll kind of grow over, which will be nice.
Right, right.
Next year, I'd like to get one of those King Tut. I don't know if they're new, because I've been to garden shops for 30 years and never seen one. But this year, I've seen them called King Tut. Unless I just never paid attention.
Yeah, I don't know. I never noticed that before.
They have these little tufts at the top. They're really cool.
Little tufts?
Little tufts.
Oh, cool.
Tufts.
Okay, I'm going to go back to work. I was seeing what you had going on here. So, you don't look very happy.
I'm not. When I can't figure something out, I get irritated.
All right, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so I added some gold. And I'm figuring once the other rock gets in around it with the moss,
it'll blend in there.
It'll blend in, and it's not going to stick out.
Right, right.
But I couldn't get a big boulder anywhere, so I had to make one.
Well, rock's expensive. It's not cheap.
But I figured, like I said, once the other rock's around it, is somebody going to stand there and go, that's not a real rock out of all the rock?
No.
I mean,
no. It actually looks good. You cannot tell. That really, really looks good.
I think the moss helped.
If I walked up in the yard and even looked at it and didn't know any better, there's no way I could tell it was fake. Well, I mean, it's real concrete, but I'd have never guessed it wasn't a real boulder.
It's still wet, so...
Right.
It's still shiny, but I'm gonna...
Well, it'll dull down automatically.
Right.
And you're putting some moss around her, so that looks good.
Yeah, and I figured if I put rock... Because this is the side that gets moss naturally. So I put some moss up in here. I'm going to put some down in there to kind of go with it, go with the flow.
Right.
And then I'll spray it so that it stays put.
Right, right.
Whatever that stuff is, that glue spray, whatever that is. And then I'll put like that matte polyurethane over top of it. And it's not going to be in the water, so it won't hurt the fish.
Right, and it'll seal it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's coming out good, definitely.
Thank you.
Looks good. Just wanted to check and see what you're up to there.
Yeah, I got a little frustrated there, but...
That's all part of the journey.
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty, I'm heading back out.
Alright, see you later. I think it turned out pretty good. Can't tell that it's fake. I like it. Now I'll build another one. Okay, Tubies, almost done. Just this wall left. Didn't think you'd want to watch me do the whole damn thing because it's taken literally days to do this in between rain and everything else. So, these are the finishing sides. It's almost there. The stream takes the longest. But when I'm done here, I'll show you all of it. I'm taking rock from around the house. In the garden, I mean. Find it easier if I create little shelves so I can build up on it. I always take the pretty ones, put them where you can really see them. You don't have so many pretty ones. Test run on the stream and pond build. Okay, we're just doing a test run with the pump. I'm kind of liking the flow. I gotta tweak a few things, but that's of course you gotta do that. So, the water's flowing good though. The waterfall needs tweaked, and I gotta work on the other waterfall. Other than that, I love it.
Very nice flow. You did a good job. Perfect size pump.
This waterfall is crooked, which I knew it was going to be. Because I think it's wrong top.
Well, you can tweak those rocks around up there.
Our first visitor to the pond.
Oh, little frog.
He peed on me already.
Yeah, he probably got nervous.
There you go, buddy.
When this is done and flown, the animals are going to have a field day.
He was headed towards the pond, but the pond's not ready yet, so. We had deer the other night.
Oh, really?
Drinking out of the stream. So.
Oh. Yeah, because you get a lot of deer passing through here.
I'll get some film of it when it's done and they're drinking. I'm going to put up deer cams.
Oh, that'll be nice. That's a good idea.
We can watch them. It'll be so cool.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Well, he's hanging out. That's a good thing. All right, back to work. Hi Tubies. So today we are finishing the pond. It's dug out. I'm doing the underlayment right now. Tony's working on my tubing for the pump. We had to go get more fittings because I wanted to use some pump hose. We have like 50 different fittings to get everything together. Probably was cheaper just to buy pond hose. But I'm not admitting that. I'm not going to admit that. And that's about what we're doing right now. This video is going to be the finishing video, except for the tweaking in the end with the rocks and stuff. But at least you'll get to see the pond going in. So the liner and everything, and I got the liners up there like we showed you earlier. And here we go. So while I'm waiting for him to get back, when I built the stream and I put the liner underneath, I bought a 13 by 20 liner and I cut it in half, and that's why the stream's so wide. So obviously I have 6.5 by 20 left. I'm going to use that, cut it in half, and probably next spring I'm putting in a stream that's going to run down through the yard in between the trees with a bridge. And I'll take you on that journey in the spring. But that's what I was going to use that liner as underlayment, but why waste it? You know what I'm saying? So I'll show you how I do that and seam it so we don't have no leaks or anything like that. But that's what I'm going to do with that liner. But the liner that's going in here is a 13 by 20 and I got it on Amazon. It was like $79, 80, I think it was 82 with tax, free shipping, like super cheap. But it is a good liner. It's holding up for the stream, and I've had that stream running for about a week now. We just shut it down to do this. But I just wanted to see if I was holding water. It was holding water just fine. So I'll put a link up to that liner in this video, so you know. And then the pump that I got is a Pond Boss pump. They're actually on YouTube, so I'll put the links up to that also, just so you guys, if you're interested.
Got that lucky. But I put Teflon tape in the threads, and I'm going to tighten this clamp.
So the reason we're having to put different adapters and stuff on with the pump, the sump pump would have worked on the pump itself. However, I wanted to put,
No.
I wanted to put a back check valve on so that the top waterfall wouldn't drain back in if the pump had to shut down. So with the back check valve, it kind of made it like a nightmare now. So we had to put all these adapters on. So this is a Pond Boss pump. It's 2,300 gallon per hour. Alright, so that's what came with the pump. Alright, that's the part that came with the pump. So we had to buy this, which is, I don't know what they're called.
That's a Fernco.
A Fernco. To fit on, to have that fit onto the pump.
You put that onto the connector connecting.
That's not a thing. Anyways, so then we got 1.5 inch pipe that's going to go into there, out of the bin into there. So that's going to go into the bin. And the pump is going to sit in the bin because I'm creating a bog area so that when the leaves and stuff fall into the pond, it'll pull it over into this area where I'm going to have a lot of rock, and it'll get sucked over into here so I can clean it out easier. The reason I didn't create a skimmer area is because the last time I had a pond and I had a skimmer, the biggest complaint I always had was my baby fish.
Oh God, they found this.
Oh shit. Anyways.
Hey, that was better.
Yeah. They've been flying around along a lot lately. Anyways. And the skimmer system just wasn't never working on. It was always filled, the pump would run slow, and blah, blah, blah. At least at this point, I can just walk right out and see, okay, I need to grab the leaves out. And that's it. The baby fish are not gonna get sucked down in because there's gonna be too many rocks. But anyways, that's the process here. So once that pipe goes into there, pump will sit in there, filled with rock. That pipe will go into there, onto here, and then that's what he's doing. He's the sump pump hose. We had to get a bunch of fittings to get that to fit onto the back check valve, which will then go on this side of the pipe so that the water can't flow back in. So that's the plan.
There you go.
Perfect.
It ain't coming apart at all. Double check the hose clamps.
So we bought Flex Seal tape. We'll see how that works. I mean, I'm not worried about it leaking. I just kind of want to cover all of that. So the best thing I was thinking is like Flex Seal tape, so that if there is a small leak around any of the seams, we should be good.
Flex Seal.
I don't know. Some people like it, some people don't. I really won't know because it's going to be underwater. But I want to cover it anyways because I'm afraid those will rust. And then maybe that'll help preserve them a little bit more.
They're stainless steel.
Oh, well, they're stainless steel, whatever that means.
That means it won't rust.
That means it won't rust.
Oh, like a little puppet. Put my hand up your ass and just move your mouth.
Oh, lordy, lordy. So, okay. That's where we're at.
Okay, this is all ready. All this will need is glued on. So that'll go in there. Then we clamp it to there.
Okay.
I'm gonna put.
I think I'm gonna put a brick in there and set the pump on.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. I gotta Teflon tape this too, because it's too loose of a thread.
Well, that's what came with the pump.
Yeah, I know, but I don't trust it.
So while he's doing that, I'm going to go up and seal the back of the waterfall. I'm going to take you with me to show you that I busted off that rock in there. And just so I don't get no backwater leakage, which won't matter anyways, it'll all stay in the whole system. But I want all the water coming over the waterfall. I'm a little weird about that. I don't want no leaks underneath. And I noticed I did have a few. So I'm going to try to flex seal that, and I'll know when I fill it if it worked or not. So I want to do it around the hose and stuff.
Does this go, the PVC goes right into this, it fits?
Yeah.
Okay. Oop.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So I'll take you with me to do that, to show you what I'm doing. Okay. I'm up at the waterfall. So I'm going to use that stuff. Flex tape. I got it at Busy Beaver. Comes in a 4-inch by 5-foot, and it was $12, which I thought was pretty expensive, but whatever. All right, we're going to, I mean, I know that's not leaking and it's not going to matter if it does, but I don't want to lose no water at all. So I'm going to put the flex tape around that, even though I have aquarium sealant around it. That's the sump pump hose coming up from the bottom that he was working with. And then I have a tiny little leak back in there somewhere. I put aquarium sealant in it, but I'm going to put flex tape on it anyways. And we're not putting fish in here till next year is the plan, because I just want to make sure that there's nothing toxic in here for them. And if running for a whole year, I don't think I'm going to have that problem. So, alright, on with that. And I'll show you when I'm done with it. Okay, so I got the Flex Seal around here just as extra even though that's concreted in and everything, and I have aquarium sealant around it, and now Flex Seal, if it leaks, I don't know. That's gonna be something. Okay. So I know that it's leaking back here. So this is why I'm doing this. I just put aquarium sealant back here, but I would feel better if I could do this. They say this stuff, if you let it go 24 hours, then it gets really like you can't move it. But I won't try to budge it because this is just extra precaution. I don't know what I did with my thing. As much as they charge for this crap, you would think it would work like a charm.
Yeah, it was like 13 bucks for a roll.
Like
5 foot.
It just, I don't know. You think like it would be like super like, wow, this stuff is awesome. I'm willing to pay that. Let's try this. Oh, it sticks to each other real nice.
Well, yeah, of course.
I know this looks crappy.
You're never going to
but
see
you're
it.
not going to see it.
No.
So, the only person who'll know is
5 million people online.
Yep. Anybody that watches this video. Okay.
Is it sticking?
Mm-hmm. It says 24 hours for it to like fully stick.
Right.
So. Okay. Oh crap.
What's
okay,
wrong?
nothing. Because it's stuck to the it's stuck to the tub. Okay. In the wrong spot. I need it. Alright. Trying to see if I can feel anything. Okay. Yep. There we go. I think that will solve with it. Probably didn't need the aquarium sealant, but that'll work. Because that's the only place I can be getting a leak up here. So that's that. I'm going to put my rock back up here.
There you go.
And then I'm going to build this up a little bit. But I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you what I'm putting in this bin. So give me 1 minute and I'll get my stuff.
Okay.
Where did I put it? I want to create a bio system up here. And these are pool noodles. Get them at the Dollar Tree. You can get them at anywhere that sells pool supplies. I go to the Dollar Tree because they're a piece. Got some at Walmart though at the end of the season. And that's what these are. Okay. I have little foam things you get in packages.
Yeah, foam peanuts.
Yeah. And what it's going to do, it's going to, since there's have so many holes in it, little crevices, it's going to create a good ecosystem. So that's what I'm using for my filter or my bio media. So you just, I just cut it off. Doesn't really matter, just as long as they're small. You put them in there. I was just brought this up for, I already have it filled. So, and these are furnace filters. I went to Walmart and got a 4-pack of the cheapest filters that they had, and I took the, obviously, the outside piece off. And I use these in my other pond. They work great. Awesome.
Yeah, and they're cheap.
They're real cheap.
A couple bucks for 4 of them.
So I'm going to start with 2. And then if it gets too crummy, you know, in months and months to come, then I'll just take them out, throw them out, put new ones in, or clean them out, or whatever. But with your bio balls, you don't want to throw them out. You just want to rinse them off, because you don't want to get rid of the bad bacteria. Okay? Quit laughing at me.
Bio balls.
So, alright. So what I'm going to do is I got this laundry bag from the Dollar Tree. I really support them, now that I think about it. I should be getting some kind of kickback, like stock or something. Okay. So I'm going to put one of these in the bottom. One of these in the bottom. Like that. I heard a rock. So the thought process is the water's going to come up through the biosystem and down the waterfall. That's how I want it. Other people may do it differently, but that's how I do it. And I've done it. I've had ponds for many years.
19 years.
Yeah.
Something like
and
that.
I've always run them like this. And I had some massive.
Yeah, because if you buy the stuff at the pond supply shops, it technically is no different. You're just paying 10 times the amount.
Exactly. You know what else you can use? Is those, you know, them scrubby things? I'll put a picture up in this video of them.
The little stainless steel.
You scrub dishes with?
Yeah.
They're real cheap. You can get them on Amazon in bulk for like $8 for a bunch of them. And you could use those too if you can't find those things. So I folded that in half and I put it right down on top of it. Okay. And what I'll probably do is I'm going to get some lava rock and put it in a bag on top of that. So, and the reason I put them in bags is all I have to do is lift them out to rinse them. And then you put them back in. It's very simple. Don't make it harder than it is, because just like I used to dump my lava rock in there, and then pulling it out was a pain in the butt, took forever. This way you just pull it right out. So, but for now I won't have fish in here till probably next year. So I'm not even bothered with the lava rock until next spring, because I want to just start the ecosystem going. Okay, let's move on. When you're putting the pond liner in, always take off your shoes. You know, because you don't want to damage the liner at all. But always start at one end and then work your way down. So start at the important end, like where your stream, your waterfall is going to be, then work your way down. Because if I don't have enough liner over here, I can always build it up with dirt. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, I want to show you guys how I do my waterfall liner so that you can ensure you don't have any leaks. So this is the stream liner, okay? And I left enough out so that it can overlap the pond liner, because if you didn't do that, you risk having leaks. But you want your pond liner, the pond itself, under this as far as up as you can get it, because we don't know where the water level is going to be. I mean, we're not like pros here, so this is do-it-yourself home stuff. So I'm sure they have a way that they figure out where lines are. I'm sure with levels, and I tried that with my old pond and I still wasn't right. But just make sure you're up under that really good. And even if you got to fold it over, it's fine. Just fold it over in towards you. And what I'll do is I'll come back when I'm doing the waterfall I'll do my waterfall before the pond's filled. And what I'll do is I'll come up under there and I'll seam it with that waterfall expansion foam. It's that landscape foam, the great stuff for landscapes. It's black, so you won't see it anyhow, but it'll at least just keep it up in there. So we don't want any problems later, because once you get it filled, you don't want to keep emptying it and refilling it. That's a lot of money in water. Unless you have access to a spring like my neighbor does. Her pond is just filled by spring every day, all day long. It just runs in there. It's a natural underground spring. I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's been running like 30 years that way.
That's what they used for water back in the day before they ran city water. So, must be nice. I'm sure we have one, but...
Yeah, that's why the basement gets wet.
Yeah, yeah, we should probably just put the pond in the basement. I never had to worry again. All my troubles would be over. Okay, we're looking good here. I like it. Okay, so now it's going to be time. We got the liner in. We got the liner in. I'm going to stop right here and I'll come back because we got to run the lines. I'm using landscaping fabric as overlayment. And I'm using Touch and Foam Landscape Exterior Filler Adhesive. Ideal for ponds and waterfalls. We'll see how that works. Okay, pond is finished. The only thing left is this landscaping next year. But that's the waterfall. And go down into the stream. Put my wire made up already. And that's the pond. And that's the finished product. So, I think the internal depth of the water, so like this way is 7 foot, and then this way, I'm talking like water edge to water edge, that's 7 foot, and this is 14. And then the depth goes from, it's different depths. If you remember me digging, well, you'll see that in this video. So it'll be different depths, and it's about 14 inches there. We measured it, and then it drops down into about 16 inches, 18 inches, and it goes down, 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 and then like right in this area here where the waterfall is, it's about 2.5 foot. So I'm gonna have to get more rock for here, for the bog area. But it's done. She's running. Like I said, we just got landscaping to do, but I'm going to probably finish up this edge here within the next week or so. And I'm going to put a patio here. It'll be like my Zen meditation area. Because if you look from that point of view, if you look over here, I have a real pretty view. So, kind of like that. And over there, I kind of made it look like the water goes beyond. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, where it comes directly up to the rocks, so it actually looks like the rocks are in the water. But it came out really nice. Very happy. I have some frogs in there, and there's 3 shambukins in there. It was just, they were donations. From somebody else's pond, and my son brought over a couple frogs from somebody's pond, and they're doing really well. They've been in here for about 5 days. They're eating already. They're having a blast, so I'm pretty excited. But that's it. She's done. Next year I plan on doing another stream that'll come down into this area, so it'll come down from up there. That all needs, I just moved my swing and stuff, so it'll come down through here, and I'm going to split it along the tree, around the tree, and then bring it in over here. But there it is. I'm very happy with it. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up and a comment. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. And please subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Lots more to come. Thanks for watching. Bye.